Namaste and welcome to this spinal flexibility session. It's very, very hot and humid in my yoga bubble this morning, so it's actually probably quite beneficial for this practice. Nothing worse than practicing back bends and any kind of spinal flexibility exercises in a very, very cold room. So switch off that AC if you could, or just get outside onto your balcony if you have some space outdoors. We're going to work mainly on back bends and spinal twists, but also on opening the front of your entire body, so your quads and your hip flexors. Definitely beneficial if you're working towards the back bend or the full back bend, okay, the wheel pose. We tend to bend forward a lot in our life. We lift our children. If you're doing any kind of housework whatsoever, you tend to really lean forward a lot. Sitting at your desk a lot, rounding your spine, or just any kind of even seated position, the spine is almost technically bending forward already. So it's good to promote the back bending and twists and any kind of spinal flexibility to avoid injuries and any back problems, backache. So jump on the mat, take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back and down, and close your eyes just for a moment before we start moving. Feel that body nice and long, tall in your spine. Even if you're feeling a little bit stiff at the moment, we work it slowly and gently. Ready, bring your hands into prayer, bow your head and welcome yourself to this practice. Now interlace the fingers in your hands and then press the palms out and away from your chest, forward this way, so you at the same time around your back, bring chin into your chest, really push the back of your body to the back of your room, hiding your head between your shoulders. And when you're ready, rise all the way up, so push those palms up towards the ceiling or the sky. Take a couple of stretches right and left. Good, and then bring those arms all the way back and down and interlace the fingers behind you. Open the chest here, try to bring the palms together on the back of your body, this way, lifting the chest, lifting the spine. Turn a little bit left and right, just feeling your shoulders, feeling your entire upper body. Very good. Take another deep breath here. Good. Now raise your arms up again, stretch to the sky, and then very gentle very gentle bend to one side, just to open the side of the body, stretching that spine to one side, and then slowly to the other. Take a deep breath. Let's do a few more times, a little bit more dynamically. Inhale as you come up and exhale as you pull the side. Inhale up, exhale, stretch. Inhale up, exhale, stretch. One more time. Inhale up and exhale and stretch. Very good. Now from here, bring your right arm all the way back behind your left hand on your right knee and then twist. Twist as far as you can in that spine. Look to the back of the room, twisting your neck as well. Feel that twist, that sensations in the lower back. Inhale, exhale. Now come back to center, but keep your left hand on your right knee and just bring this right arm over your left, grab hold of the opposite knee and then around your back. Chin goes towards the chest. Imagine somebody's pulling you by the t-shirt on your back and really rounding your spine this way. Very good. Now lengthen up, keep your right hand on your left knee and then bring your left arm back. Place it on the floor somewhere behind you and then very gently again twist the other side, towards the other side. Open the left shoulder as far as it wants to go at this stage. Look back behind you. Inhale. Exhale. And then your left arm comes over the right. grab hold of on the opposite knee and then round your back. Hide your chin towards your chest. Feel the pulling between your shoulder blades. Relax your spine completely. Very good. Now from this position, lengthen up, step the feet flat in front of you. We're going to do a little bit of a sitting cow and cat position, okay? So with the help of your arms, as you inhale, try to expose the front of your body, your chest, your belly, lift your chin gently upwards. And with your exhale, round your spine again, chin towards your chest, stretch the whole back. Inhale, forward, open the front of your body up. Exhale, round again. Again, inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Start to feel this gradual loosening between the vertebrae of your spine. Slowly working your way to a little bit more flexibility in that spinal column. Very good. One more time. Forward, open to the front. Exhale, round your back. Very good. Now bring the feet a little bit closer together. One more nice and deep twist. Maybe towards the left side first. This time bring your left hand back. Bring your right elbow across to the left side of your left knee. Literally just wedge it in there. Keep your body quite tall and upright, and then slowly twist in your waist and look back. That's a bit of a deeper twist. You should feel it already in the internal organs as well, in your abdomen. Take a breath. Very good. And then slowly to the other side. Right hand back, left elbow across, wedge it in, and then slowly twist in your waist. Open this right shoulder, look back behind you. So the entire upper body is twisted. Take a deep breath. Very good. Now from here, bring your hands back, fingers pointing forwards at first, and then step your feet a little bit apart, okay? When you're ready, open the shoulders, lift your chest, and then push the whole body off the mat, so reverse table. So not just the hips, but also a chest rises almost up from the shoulders. It's great for shoulder flexibility here, engaging the back muscles, preparing for the back bend. Take a deep breath, and then slowly release. Very good. Here, just round your back, over your legs. Release any tension from your wrists. Rotate them left and right. Good. Now bring the arms back again. Fingers point forwards towards the feet. And one more time. Coming all the way up. Engage your glutes. Try to open the front of the body as high up as you can. Now, if you can, perhaps you can shift the weight towards your right hand and maybe release your left and take a circle all the way back and down. Now move the weight to the left hand and see if you can do the same with your right. There's quite a lot of pressure on the wrist, so just really be careful. And then one more breath. Lift all up. Exhale. Back down again. One more time. Just relax your back, round it forward. Relax your wrists. To turn this way. Very good. Now, bring those hands back again. This time, we're going to turn the palms outwards this way. So your thumbs are looking outwards, fingers are pointing to the back end of your mat, okay? When you're ready, slowly lift the hips up, and this time try to really open the chest again and squeeze on the shoulder blades. Lifting all the way nice and high. Take a deep breath, just see how you feel. And exhale. Bring it down. Very good. Left leg straight, right foot stays flat. Inhale, lift again. See if you can point the toes down, exposing the front of your left thigh and your hip, opening that hip flex a little bit, and exhale, down. Now drop your right knee outwards this way, and then from here, try to prep yourself just on your right hand. Lift the hips off the floor, and then stretch the whole body up, and rotate your left arm all the way back and down. Stay in this position. Rotate your left arm up, over the head, back and down. One more round. Inhale. And back and down. Slowly sit back down to the floor. Bring this right knee up again, stepping the foot flat. And let's take another twist. Why not? So bring this left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Twist again to the right. Nice and deep twist into your belly. Again, great massage for your spine. Good. Now come back to center. Hands face backwards again. Switch the legs. Right leg straight. Left knee bent. Left foot resting flat on the floor. Lift your chest first, squeezing the shoulder blades. And when you're ready, lift your hips off the mat. Expose this right hip flexor up to the sky. Take a deep breath. Good. Slowly rest the hips back down to the floor. Drop your left knee outwards somewhere, just loosely out, anywhere it wants to go. And then your right arm will take circles. So you lift your hips, rest it on your left knee, open the whole front of your body, gently bending all the way back, and release your right arm back and down. Couple more circles. Inhale, massage that shoulder. One more deep breath. Stretch, lift your chest up, and with exhale, slowly sit back down. Bring this left knee up and twist to the left. Right elbow wedged against the left knee. One more breath. Wonderful. Bring yourself forward. Bend both knees. This I'm going to rock on the back. There's nothing better than actual massage of the spine against a nice hard surface. Round your back, hold underneath your knees, chin to your chest, as round as possible so the journey is really smooth. If you hold it too straight, you might be banging the upper and lower back against the mat. Okay, so keep it nice and round and just rock back and forth. And again. I know it might look a little bit silly, but it's actually super pleasant and very good for the strength of your spine, for the density of the bone in your vertebrae. A couple more times. And with the next one, try to cross your legs and move into a plank. Step it back. Very good. Take a deep breath here. It's not about the strength specifically in your upper body today, but there is some strength required in your arms and shoulders if you want to lift to a wheel pose. Okay, so take a deep breath here, hold for a moment, and when you're ready, just lower the body all the way down to the mat. Okay, now step your hands outwards, sort of with the level of your shoulders. Oh, I need to have a little wipe here. It literally is ridiculous today out here, but we can still do this, right? Now, feet just a little bit further apart. They don't have to be exactly together. And now we're just going to keep working on opening of the shoulders, bending back very gently. Okay, so very gentle sort of spider legs cobra. Okay, so as you inhale, lift the shoulders up to your ears and try to roll them back and down your spine. And as you do that, slowly start pushing your body, upper body up off the floor. It doesn't have to go very high to feel that stretch in the front of your body and that little gentle pinch in your back. Take a deep breath and then very slowly lay yourself back forward onto the floor. Try to work with the strength of the back of your muscles on your back and not necessarily just by pushing using the strength in your arms. Okay, so in fact the first move is just done by the muscles. You don't even have to touch the floor, and then just help yourself a little bit to come a little bit higher. Take a breath, exhale, lower down. A couple more rounds. Inhale, draw the shoulders down, lift your heart. Exhale, come down. If you're still feeling stiff in your shoulder, in your back, you can bring your hands flat and you don't have to lift all the way up. You can keep a little bend in your shoulder, in your elbows, okay? Coming up for one more stretch. Inhale. And this time with exhale, instead of coming down, Bend into your elbows a little bit, twist, and look towards one of your feet. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, twist, look towards the other. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Very good. Inhale up, one more round. Exhale, twist. Feel that twist. Inhale, one more time all the way up. Exhale, twist, 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 twist. In the center, and then slowly lower yourself down. Take a little moment here. See if you can maybe move your hips right and left, just to decompress any tension from that lower, from your lumbar spine. Very good. Now, coming up to your elbows, very easy. Let's think about a little bit in front of your thighs. Okay, so bend one of your feet, one of your legs, and see if you can grab hold of the foot and then slowly bring it towards the hip. You can either do it this way, or if you can go to almost a frog position, or half frog in this case, try to lift your elbow and imagine you pressing onto the foot from the top. Okay, just apply a little bit more pressure. Hold for a while. I already feel the hip flex opening, the thighs. My thighs are quite tight today, so I really, really feel the stretch already. Take a moment, take a breath. Very good. And then switch. Right elbow down, then the other leg, whichever way you're doing first, to the other. And the same, either just bring the heel easy towards your buttock, or if you can open the shoulder even further out and lift the elbow up and try to press from the top a little bit more forcefully. Hold. Very good. One more breath. Excellent. Slowly, slowly release. Take a breath. Very good. Now bring your hands towards the shoulders, a little bit closer towards your chest, and then slowly, slowly lift up to a cobra again. Maybe not too high. Now see if you can bend that right knee, bring the foot closer to your buttock, and release. Stay in a cobra position. Left foot in, and release. Very good. Oh, got tight, okay. And this time, lift that chest again. See if you can just roll onto your left hip all the way until you almost sit on your left buttock, crossing the legs naturally. And then bring yourself back down to cobra. And again, roll onto your right side, all the way to the buttock. And back to a cobra. Okay, one more time. Right foot bend, straight. Left foot bend, straight. Roll to one side, all the way to the buttock, and back, and roll to the other, and back. Very good. Now bend your right foot again, and this time roll onto your left hip, and then try to step this right foot just behind your left knee. And then from here, perhaps lift to a wild thing. So your whole body is lifted by your right foot, the one standing with the right knee bent. Left leg extends forward to the end of the mat. Lift your hips, open the chest. Take a couple of breaths here. Very good. One more breath. And then from here, slowly sit yourself back down onto your left buttock, left hip. And then close this position back to a cobra. Very good. Left knee bends. And as you roll onto your right buttock, left foot starts to step behind you. You open your right shoulder back and then rest the whole lower body on this left foot as you extend your right to the end of the mat. lifting to a wild thing. Very good. Hold for a breath or two. And then slowly release yourself back down to the hip and then close into a cobra. Very good. From here, let's go to a downward facing dog, just to give those, give the lower back a little rest. So walk, pedal your feet in this position. Very good. And then when you're ready, bring your knees down to the floor. And we're going to extend a puppy pose into the smiling heart position, or puppy pose basically. So lift your hips up, slowly lower your chest and your chin to the floor. Open the shoulders, relax the lower back. If this is not comfortable for your neck, feel free to turn your head to either side, and then halfway through, just change to the other. This is a great shoulder opening position, opening the thoracic part of your spine, preparing for the wheel pose. Very good. From here, start to round your spine, tucking the tail, slowly walking your hands closer to your knees, chin to your chest, and cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Lower your belly down, look forward. Exhale, round again. Inhale again, looking up. Exhale, round. Now right leg will go up into a tiger pose. So squeeze this right buttock, open the front of your right thigh, look ahead. Exhale, see if you can tag that knee into your chest and nose towards the knee. Again, inhale, same leg. Exhale. Third round, all the way up, and this time we're going to stop there. See if you can find balance on your left knee and your right hand, and release your left arm forward and around and back to catch the top of this right foot, okay? And then slowly start pressing the foot into your hand and gently lifting the heel away from the buttocks. At the same time, try not to sink into your right shoulder, push away from the mat. Take a breath. Release the hand. Keep the leg up for a moment. This may be a little bit more tricky in terms of balance. See if you can open the hip a little bit. Move the weight of your body towards your left hand, and this time release your right hand off the floor, okay? And then catch that foot, maybe from the behind of it, so from the inner edge of your right foot, to help you open the shoulder, the right shoulder. And when you're ready, kind of the same, so it's quite easy to stretch the leg up if you just find the balance on that left knee and your left hand together. Very good. Take a breath and then slowly release. Tag that knee into your chest and release. Same on the other side. Apologies, I am dripping. Whew. Let's do this. Left knee up, look forward. Exhale, tuck it all in. And again, lift all the way up. Feel that left buttock squeeze. Exhale, bring it in around your back. Last time, all the way up. Hold here for a moment. Find a balance. Right knee, left hand this time. Right arm goes all the way back. Catch the foot. And then slowly press the foot into your palm. Feel that extension in the front of your left thigh, the hip flexor, really opening now. Good, keep the leg up, release your right hand down. See if you can open the hip just a little bit to move the weight into your right side of the body. Right knee, right hand, left hand catches the foot on the inner sort of edge of your foot, if that makes sense. Thumb in the middle of your foot. And then slowly, slowly start pressing the foot into your hand again. Feel the balance. And then slowly release. And tag that knee into your chest again. Good. From here, downward facing dog for a moment. Pedal your feet. Lovely. Let's take a little vinyasa just to reset. All the way up into a cobra or upward facing dog. And then back to your knees. This time come all the way up. Okay, a couple of camel position sort of plays on the camel position. So nice and straight on your legs. You want to keep on your knees, you want to keep the knees more or less as far apart as the width of your hips. Kind of like this. And now it's your choice to either keep your toes flat this way or tuck them under. Okay? Now keep your body straight, lengthen all the way up. And when you're ready, start to open the hips even further forward as you gently bend a little bit in your back. And then turn your head to look down onto your right heel and see if you can grab hold of this right heel with your right hand. So just one side camel pose, okay? Just half camel pose. So again, you can be on the toes under or flat this way. This way is obviously a little bit further down towards the floor, so you may feel a bit more of a pinch in the lower back, okay? It's a bit more intense back bend in this position. Extend your left arm over. Take a breath. And as you exhale, push yourself up. Good. The other side, arms up. Start to turn towards the left, opening the hips forward, bending gently back until you find that heel or your ankle or the foot. And then expose the whole front of your body, looking up. Try to open the shoulders. Hold a couple of breaths. Try not to lean back here, so the angle between your thigh and your calf and your shin bone should be about 90 degrees, okay? So hips open forward. It's really a great stretch for the hip flexor, even more so in the front of your hips, rather than bending into the back of your body, okay, into your lower back. One more breath. And then slowly return. If you want, you can sit on the back of your heels for a moment, take a breath, decompress the spine with a few little movements like this. Okay. Now, a camel pose with a bit of a twist, literally. Okay, I'm going to turn backwards a little bit so you can see what's happening at the back. Arms up again. And as you start to open the right side, instead of looking for your right heel, you're going to swap and try to catch your left heel. So you need to bend back and twist in your spine, really open through your right shoulder here. Keep exposing your hips forward. Breathe. One more breath. And with exhale, same on the other side. Start to twist to the left and look for your right foot with your left hand. Open the left shoulder as much as you can. Keep pushing the hips gently forward. There's a gentle engagement in your glutes, but try not to squeeze them too tightly. Rather to pull the pelvic floor muscles if you feel like your lower back might be in danger. Take a breath. And with exhale, pull yourself back up. Very good. From here, bring your hands down to all fours. Inhale into a cow pose. And very slowly tuck the tail between your legs into a cat pose. Hold for a couple of breaths. Good. And then cross the legs behind you and come to a seated position. Okay, we're slowly starting to go down to a lying down and the actual back bends. Okay, now, my goodness, it's crazy steamy. Now, when you're ready, bring yourself a couple of blocks if you have them. Okay, if not, it can be a cushion, it can be a rolled blanket or anything like that. Nice way to open, especially the sort of the thoracic part of the back, is to kind of balance it against a block. Anything you can find that's going to give a little massage. It might be a roll, for example, or a bolster. Okay, for me, the block is gonna do. So slowly, you can keep your feet flat, knees bent. Just bring the block or a roll behind you, somewhere around the midpoint of your back. Okay, and then very, very gently lay yourself down. For me, it would be kind of where my sports bra strap would be. And then slowly, I'm going to literally rest myself on that block, bring the hands behind my head just to support the neck a little bit, and really open the elbows out. And imagine you're literally trying to raise your heart and push the whole front of your chest upwards to the sky. Take a deep breath. And with exhale, see how much you can give into this position. Just surrender to gravity. Allow the gravity to pull your shoulders, the neck, and the head down into the floor. But try not to round here. Keep the elbows open. Gentle support for the neck if you want to. And then just release. Allow that spine to open this way. If you want, some people like to take a little bounce here. Just be very, very, very gentle and cautious. Very good. You can experiment with where this block is. If you want, you can lift, you can bring it a little bit further down and feel that opening in the spine a little bit lower, kind of between your thoracic and your lumbar spine, just getting there in that little space. Just see what it feels like to massage, to try to open those vertebrae this way. If you want, and if you can maybe rest the head all the way down. Perhaps extend your arms back there. And similarly, you may want to experiment with bringing this block a little bit up towards the top of your spine, okay? A little bit higher, sort of towards the shoulder blade level. And then do the same. This time maybe open the arms all the way out, allow the neck to fall, the head to fall back behind you, exposing the front of your neck. A lot of people with back bends having trouble to really release the tension from the front of the neck. Even in full back bend, people tend to try to bring the chin forwards towards the chest, you know, working against the openness of the spine. So working towards allowing yourself to open this heart area is very beneficial to release any tension from your heart chakra, any feelings, and also working towards the full back bend in a physical body. Very good. I usually spend quite a bit of time here, really trying to manipulate my spine. I might extend my legs and then sort of massage the spine with the block, almost shifting a couple of vertebrae down and up at a time. Trying to really get into, like, imagine like you're literally trying to give your spine a good massage before it goes all the way into a back bend. Okay? When you feel like you've had enough, slowly take the block out and lay your body up, down all the way to the floor. Now the next stage is really good to do is to open the psoas, yeah? So the hip flexor and the tops of your thighs. So one of the ways to do it is just to practice a bridge pose. So here's as close to your hips, to your buttocks, until you can literally touch them with your fingers, if possible, obviously. And then when you're ready, feet parallel so that knees don't go outwards, keep them fairly parallel, and then slowly lift the hips up. Try to walk your shoulders a bit closer together, chin towards the chest, and either interlace the fingers here, hold palms together, or some people like to grab hold of those heels or even the ankles. Okay, you can hold this for a moment. Or if you want to experiment again, I really like playing with those blocks. I put a block under my coccyx here in my lower back, you know, the sort of triangle bit between your cheeks and your lower back, okay, that flat little bit. So I put my block this way, but if this is too high for you, feel free to put it this way or even low, okay? Somewhere around there, I rest my hips very gently down on that block. Relax your neck a little. And now, nice thing to do is to play with the front of your hips here with the hip flexors. So first of all, you can just stretch one leg. Try to really relax the muscles, allow for the stretch, allow the gravity to pull this leg down, to pull the upper body down to the floor, and just feel how lovely this bit of your body is opening, slowly stretching. Oh, I love this sensation. Very easy passive stretch. Getting a little bit of a rest here. If you like to run, or you've just done some leg work, some weights, some step aerobics, something like that, that is an amazing thing to do as well. Any kind of running, walking fast, or stepping up steps really shortens the hip flexor. Hip flexor is connected to your lower back, so if you're having problems with your lower back, it might be also because your hip flexors might be quite tight. If you're feeling that's enough, extend the other leg. Wait here for a few moments. The longer you wait, the better. Just to get into this fascia stretch, a little bit more yin style. A couple of breaths. You may feel this difference between the left and right. We're also right-legged or left-legged, like you're right or left-handed. So you would usually use one of your legs more than the other. Standing for stepping forward, for jumping up the steps, and so on. Good. And when you're ready, see if you can straighten both legs. There might be a little bit more of a pinch in your lower back here. If this is too much, don't do it. Okay, if you feel uncomfortable pain, then definitely do not do it. However, if there's a little kind of pressure, if you feel like those vertebrae suddenly are coming really, really close together, pressing against one another, that's actually quite a beneficial anti-osteoporosis exercise. Bone on bone strengthens the bone mass, so to speak. I really feel this pulling very, very well. Okie dokie. Now from here, if you want, you can bring your feet flat and sort of work on launching your hips further up and down, working on the strength in your glutes to lift that body up into the back bend. This way, a couple of times, up and down, and then all the way up. Hold for a moment while you take the block out to the floor, slowly lowering the hips down to the floor. Okay, I'm going to take a moment here. Just shift your knees right and left. Take a couple of deep breaths before we go all the way to the wheel pose. Okay, I'm not particularly flexible in my spine. I have never been, but obviously through the practice you can get much, much better. So it's always work in progress. I'm sure for everybody it's true. So let's try, okay? Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, but try not to bring them too close to your ears, so to speak. Try to give this head a little bit of space. And also have a look at the alignment of your fingers. Try to take the fingers a little bit outwards, okay? So you want your pinkies to be looking out towards the edges of your mat, okay? And when you're ready, slowly inhale and push yourself off the mat. Now you can readjust your hands with your pinkies out to the edge of the mat and your index fingers pointing to the back of the mat. Okay, kind of like the hands for a downward facing dog. Now slowly make sure your feet are not too far apart.
toes slightly inwards. Then engage your thighs, try to straighten your legs. Try not to look up towards your chest, but look down towards your thumbs. Stay here for a few breaths. If you want, you can bring your feet a little bit closer to your hands and keep pushing your chest out forward. Couple of breaths. And if you've had enough, slowly bring yourself down very, very gently to the floor, okay? Don't bring the knees into your chest just yet. Allow the spine to decompress gently on its own. Relax your wrists. There's quite a lot of pressure for those wrists and shoulders. One more breath. And if you're ready to have another go, be my guest. I'm going to try one more time and see how it feels this time without too much talking. Make sure to breathe throughout this whole practice, okay? No holding breath. Very good. Again, take a couple of breaths with your knees up in the air, feet flat. Move the knees side to side. And then very slowly bring your knees towards your chest, gently. Completely decompressing, pressing this lower back into the mat. If you're comfortable with a baby pose, you may want to open your knees out, grab hold of the inner side of your feet and press the knees towards the floor next to your body. Opening, exposing the hips, the buttocks up to the sky, pressing the lower back and massaging it gently, moving right and left. Very good. Now, last thing, just a gentle twist, okay? So when you're ready, bring your arms to the floor, try to keep your shoulders flat, and then roll the lower part of the body to one side. So knees down to one side. If you want, you can hold them down with your hand, and then slowly turn your head to the opposite side. A couple of breaths here. And then gently to the opposite side. Roll through to the left for me. And then turn your head over to the opposite side. Feel that release of any tension from the back. And if this is the end of your practice, bring your knees back into center and either go to a flat Shavasana, or if you want, you can roll yourself into your right side and then just stay here and enjoy a little bit of rest